So yeah, I'm going to take you through some of my loadouts at the moment and what I use with different things. So let's have a look. So if I'm going to go in multiplayer, I'll probably go for the MP5. The MP5 very versatile, and it's very. I go for more ability than firepower, because a lot of the maps in multiplayer you're going to need the agility to move around corners and things, because you need eyes around the back of your head. So yeah, that's my loadout there for my MP5. Pretty standard, really. 10 rounds, 30 round mags, definitely go for that, because it increases stopping power and damage range. But yeah, really is a decent build. I'll go for double pistols as well, just in case I want to be extra sweaty. Multiplayer experiment. So I know I normally have an experimental class. This is the new guns that have come out, or the guns that I want to try and upgrade, you know. So at the moment I'm trying to level up the Fennec. At the moment it's a great gun. I'm just trying to learn how to use the thing. Shipment. Alright, I have a Shipment one, because Shipment is a map. If you're a seasoned Call of Duty player, or you know of Shipment, you need eyes everywhere. So that's why I go for the Riot Shield and the Bison. Right, I prefer the Bison over any other gun in that map. Okay, Odin. I have the Odin set up also for Warzone, just in case I fancy using it, really. And I think it's a great gun. The PKM. This is my PKM setup. There we go. Oh, sugars, wrong one. Gunsmith. Go into there. 200 round belt, so I can literally suppress the enemy pretty well. A canted hybrid. Gives me versatility, you know. So I can either use it up close, which is probably not the best weapon to use, or I can use a tactical. Or I can use it over a distance. And I use a tactical suppressor on it, and the Commando foregrip. Because the Commando foregrip on most of my weapons, because it is the best foregrip for heavy fire, for control over heavy fire. Cool. HDR. I use this. This is my Warzone one, so I use an HDR a Warzone. I normally use the AX50 as well, but I thought, you know what? No, I didn't really like it. I had to lead with my shots a lot more. I've been hitting the HDR a lot more effectively. Yeah, I feel it's a lot more of a stable weapon. AX50 is a lot more better for versatility for up close, right? For medium ranges. But yeah, I think the HDR pretty much pretty decent. Overkill. Overkill. This is one of the most important setups for Warzone. So when your team are pretty much done in, all right, and you can't, and there's nowhere for you to go apart from a loadout, you can try and yeet your loadout, and then you've got two weapons there. An MP7 for up close and personal, and a Growl. The reason why, because you're more than likely going to have people that are going to be within a distance that you can shoot with. Growl's great for short to medium ranges, even long ranges as well if you're quite accurate. And the MP7 is absolutely destroys up close. Okay, and that's what I use. That is my Growl setup. Obviously got the bit triad. I've got the purple bullets, 60 rounds, so I can just keep suppressing the enemy and tracking them from left to right as well, because it's quite good for enemy moving from left to right or right to left. It can just keep suppressing them and yeah, taking their armor off without having to reload. Rear grip as well for recoil control. I was going to go for that one as well, Chronon Sniper Elite, but you don't really need it. All right, I would definitely recommend anything that goes for recoil, because it as soon as you get the gun firing, it acts like an arrow. It's pretty cool. Okay. Monolithic suppressor as well, increases damage range, so it increases your range that you can fire with. And the Tempest Archangel, because again, look at that muzzle velocity, recoil control, and damage range. So you can literally wreck people with this. I'm talking 200 to 300 meters probably away, and yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Perks wise, I go for multiplayer and I go for the Growl, because multiplayer and the Growl are pretty different. The ones I got listed there, Warzone and multiplayer, they're pretty much the same for all of them. So I'll go for the multiplayer one first. So double time. Okay, you want to be more. It gives you more agility, gives you more versatility, moving around in map, and with the MP5, you're going to need it. Ghost as well on multiplayer is essential, because you don't want to be picked up by UAVs, and tracker, so you can see people where they've last killed you. Okay. lethal, C4, and stun grenade. I always play with the C4. It's probably the most effective one, and a stun grenade. So yeah, that's pretty much my loadouts for majority of my multiplayer setups. And I go into my growl. Okay, so I go to my growl, cold-blooded, because then you're not going to be seen by optics such as thermals, and you're not going to be able to be picked up on heartbeat sensors. Okay, ghost, like I explained before. Tune up. So the reason why I have tune up is so I can revive people 25% faster. That's quite a considerable amount if you're going to be under fire and you want that quick res, to pick your mate up. But again, guys, Again, guys, yeah, I've got a C4, but I've gone for a tactical sensor. A lot of people don't run cold-blooded, all right, and they probably don't realise or understand it. So it's a good advantage for yourself. Because you understand the situation, try and use it, and yeah, just try and get one up on them. You've got to try and use anything to get the better of them. Right. So what I'm going to say is, all these loadouts, everything that I've gone through, is try not to change the way that you play for the gun. You've got to manipulate the gun to how you play. Okay. So I can give you all these loadouts, everything. All these, I can tell you, oh yeah, this is the best loadout, oh my god, clickbait, but there's literally no point. You need to find what's good for you and in a situation you can play with, because if you don't, you're going to end up, your outcome, right, how you perform, your performance will deteriorate significantly if you change the way you play, okay? Yeah, if you want to go up close and personal to people, and that's how you like it, you feel more confident because you've got great reactions, or you're a mouse and keyboard, or whatever gameplay that you prefer. Obviously, you don't want to set up your MP5 like mine, or you want to set up an M4 or a growl like mine, because a growl doesn't really good at up close and personal. You might want one that's probably better for how you're going to play with it. It's you'll get to know. Your best loadout, how you best play, and that comes with experience in the game. What I was going to say as well with the growl, every time I drop in, I always go for the growl first, and the reason why, it gives so much more. I feel more confident when I've got the growl than any other weapon, and that's because I know how it feels. I know how it plays. I know how I can play with that gun. I know my limits. When you pick up a gun from the ground, you don't really know how that gun performs. So you pick up a PKM from the ground, say, a green one, you don't know how well that performs over a long distance, over a short distance, until you end up having a fight with it, unless you use the PKM quite a lot. Yeah. Also, if you end up getting a second loadout, I'll get my HDR, and my HDR again is cold-blooded and ghost, because if I select my second loadout, I'll select that, and I'll swap out my RPG for my growl, and that gives me. Then I'll have a main of my growl, and my secondary will be my HDR. But I'll still have the same perks as what I had to growl. So I'll have cold-blooded, ghost, tune-up. They're the ones I would definitely recommend. If you don't have tune-up, you don't have to have tune-up, but it's one definitely that it would benefit your team. Awesome. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.